As we welcome you into this special KOIN Now live stream, because the big news of the day, the Trailblazers have reportedly found an ownership group to buy the team that, according to multiple reports, are planning to keep the team in Portland. We're going to dive in to all of that. Yes, I'm Jamie Hudson here in the KOIN Now booth. And of course, with this big news, we got to bring in a Blazers analyst. So we are going to bring in my good friend from Rip City Radio. That would be Chris Burkhart. Chris, how's it going?
Well, like you said, there was some big news today. We all thought it was
Yes.
just going to be the NBA Cup schedule, but instead they decided to, go a little bigger than that.
Yes, they did. Yes, we also have the NBA Cup schedule as well. But let's dive right into it. So that tentative agreement, here's just a little bit on the report, and then I want to get your initial thoughts, Chris. So the main focus is on billionaire financier Tom Dundon. He is the owner of the NHL's Carolina Hurricanes, so he is ready to lead this group. But what's interesting in the reports from ESPN and a lot of different outlets, including Sports Illustrated, there are two more players in this investment, and one of them does have ties to Portland, which I think is definitely important. And I know his wife runs the Oregon Health Authority. So something else to keep in mind, as I know fans are just worried about, obviously, the team staying here in Portland. But this sale, valued at over $4 billion, Chris, Tom Dundon, what are your thoughts and what have you been reading up on about him now?
Well, I think it's a good match right off the bat, because I think you look at the situation with Portland. I think Portland fans, right, the fear over the last few weeks, ever since Sean Highkin, our Trailblazers insider here at Rip City Radio, asked Commissioner Silver about it at Summer League, was the arena and could the team relocate, right? And that became crazy. And if you are familiar with NHL hockey and the history of the Carolina Hurricanes, they were one of, if not the worst ran franchises in the entire NHL. And for years, they were rumored to be on the verge of relocation. In fact, many a times, Portland was a rumored city that they could relocate to. And then Dundon comes in, he buys the team midway through the 2017-2018 season and turns that team around. They had missed the playoffs for 9 straight years. They have not missed the playoffs in a full season since he's been owner. And it was in 2023 that he agreed to a 20-year lease extension with the then PNC Arena, which is now Lenovo Arena, because you know how arenas, they always change their name. But a 20-year lease extension with $800 million of renovations to keep the team in town. And this was a team that was long rumored to relocate. So if the fears of Portland fan, right, when the Blazers are going to relocate, they're going to go here, they're going to go there, this is the type of owner that I think sees the value in a team staying put.
Exactly. And you know what's so funny, Chris? I haven't been able to tell you this yet. Last night, I'm at dinner, and the waiter, he's asking me, he's like, okay, do you think the Blazers are going to, once they get sold, they're going to move? And I just think it's so funny that was happening last night, and then today this news comes out. Of course, Dundon, not the only one part of this ownership group, but then there's also the reports about Moda Center and what they are going to do. Like you were mentioning, talking about the arena there. That is something that we as journalists, everyone's going to be keeping an eye on. This offseason, though, the Blazers have already been doing upgrades to Moda Center. So I think that's something that's not talked about much yet either. Your thoughts on Moda Center and just the future of that?
Yeah, I mean, if they want to stay at Moda, because there's the other option is to relocate outside of Moda Center, outside the Rose Quarter. People have talked about Hillsborough, Beaverton area, Fairview, outside the burbs, whatever. I like the idea of staying in their historical spot, which is Moda Center. And yeah, they've slowly tried to put some bells and whistles on this thing, but it definitely needs a full overhaul. I tell people, Jamie, and you can attest this because you and I were on the road together, it's the fact that Moda Center in a vacuum is a very nice arena, right? It holds up. It has the amenities you like. It's good. When you compare it to the rest of the league, though, it's bottom 10, maybe bottom 5 around the league, because all these other arenas have gone through their full renovations or have got new arenas. Go down the list real quick, right? Philadelphia, they wanted a new arena. There was lobbying. Guess what? Oh, we could move. We could not. We could go to New Jersey. They almost did that. Guess what? They got a new arena. Utah lobbied. They got a full renovation. Atlanta got a full renovation. Milwaukee got a brand new arena. Sacramento, which was rumored to be going up to Seattle, right? What did they get? They got a new arena. Now, Golden State is a weird one because they moved from Oakland to San Francisco. And while those are two distinct cities, that's still an NBA region. So they didn't leave the region. They just moved a little bit. You just start going down the list. Every team that has tried this has either gotten a new arena or a full renovation. And I think Moda has a great skeleton around it. It needs to do that Utah type, gut the inside and renovate it, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah, I mean, just look at this graphic. You look at outside of Moda Center, there is a lot to be done. I think about the Sacramento Kings, like you mentioned. I mean, how great is the outside of Sacramento? Like, there's a yard house. There's, so many great entertainment and restaurant options there.
Yeah, and look at what Dundon has done with the arena there in Carolina, and it's a shared facility because they got the NC State, they got football over there, all that stuff. They've made it a hub, right? They added hotels, they added apartments, they added restaurants, they added those things that make it a hub. They even announced when they announced those renovations that they want it to be like the Battery in Atlanta, which is where the Atlanta Braves play, which again, it's a hub where there doesn't have to be a game and people will show up there because it is a center for people to just go and be entertained. So if you could do that to the Rose Quarter, I think is great. The Rose Quarter is a great name, but there's only an arena there and nothing else. So if you can build that up and update that arena, then yeah, you're in a really good spot.
Yeah, you are. It's so funny. We're going to keep reading more and more articles, but something else that I think has caught my eye as I continue to read the reports is how we know Portland Mayor Keith Wilson, he has really been involved prior to today's tentative agreement on the sale. He has said publicly and behind the scenes that he's ready to keep the team here in Portland. And we know, you and I, Chris, know that the NBA does not want to see the heartbreak, the mess of PR and everything it was when Seattle moved to Oklahoma City. We know they do not want to repeat that.
Yeah, no, Jamie, I think that the move to Oklahoma City is the biggest black eye on the NBA in some time. And they definitely don't want to repeat it. And if they do get a team in Seattle, which I definitely think is the future, I don't think they want to get a team to Seattle by repeating punching another fan base in the face and getting another black eye. Right? Oh, you know all what we did to Oklahoma City and Seattle, how bad it was? We're just going to do the exact same thing to Portland and move them to Seattle. And you know this. You are a Northwest kid just like me, the ties to Spokane, Gonzaga, and all that. And you have grown up and know so many Seattle Supersonics fans. Do you really think they're going to welcome in the team that was their number one rival with open arms and be excited to have basketball back in Seattle when it was their rival? It just doesn't sit well with me. And I just know, I think its expansion is the way. Portland's here to stay.
Yes. No, completely with you on that, Chris. Chris, I know you got to go jump on Rip City Radio.
I'm busy.
You are busy, my friend. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Fans can now join you and Chad Dewey on Rip City Radio 620.
I appreciate you.
All right. Thanks, Chris. We'll talk to you soon. Bye. Bye. Okay, so you can join Chris, but also I just want to let everyone know that here at KOIN 6, of course, our newsroom is always diving into all the reports. So we here at KOIN 6, we have confirmed with the Hurricanes PR about the process of this sale. So let me read that to you. So this is from the Vice President of Communications with the Carolina Hurricanes. And he does say, we can confirm Tom Dundon is in the process of buying the Portland Trailblazers and is excited about the opportunity. Of course, something else to keep in mind, I know fans are thinking, oh, well, when are we going to hear from the Trailblazers organization? Well, anytime it's a report and nothing is finalized yet, the team does not officially speak on reports. Think about that with all the different reports regarding trades or regarding when Damian Lillard reported to be coming back to the Blazers. The team itself will not comment on any reports until things are finalized. So, of course, this is a tentative sales agreement. And here at KOIN 6, of course, we'll be keeping you updated. So thanks so much for hanging out with me on our KOIN Now live stream. Hit me up on social media. We are going to have more for you as well coming up on our newscast.